Hi, everybody. Welcome to Petra's Happy Place. Welcome in, everybody. I was going to work on something, but I don't have it counted, so I can't cut it off yet. Andrea, you are the first one to the party, girl. Are you having a blessed day? There you are, Deborah. I was trying to say hi to you in the in Ophelia Talkses. It's great to see your name, Andrea. Hi, Maribel. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Pat. So far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah, it's, not much can go wrong in 4 hours. Oh, I want to see a baby. I love sleeping babies. They're so adorable. I remember how my son used to have a special way that he would sleep. And it would be, he would be curled up with his knees up, but then his head was way back. And it was the sweetest thing. And that's how he slept all the time. He loved sleeping like that, especially in one of those little rocking things. Shannon, hi. Oh, it's so great to see you. I know. I don't have my grandbaby. Well, I don't have the grandbabies to babysit. Um, is it really? I think it is. I Does it say anywhere on it what it would be? I think it is a lazy boy. Mr. Happy, do you remember if this one is a lazy boy? I'm pretty sure it is. It is the same color too, huh? It's a lazy girl. Ha ha ha. Because it's my chair. Hi, Diane Sharp. How are you? Dee, hey, girl. I love this color. I love it. And when it's in mom's house, it looks red, but here it's like a burgundy. It's definitely burgundy. Hey, Crojo Mojo and Pat. Hi. That is too funny, Deborah. That is so funny. I've got I've got a couple questions um, to ask. You know what? Let's just do a fun question because I want some ideas. I want some ideas. David, howdy doody. Hi, Michelle. Squirrel Squad raid. Yay. Okay. Uh, what? Oh, oh, yeah, I can imagine so. See, I love to put my feet up and sit, with my feet propped up. But when I do that, it gets in the way of my table tray here. So, yeah. Sometimes I do though, just for fun. So, let's get everybody's conversation going. We're going to start off with what are some of your favorite holiday traditions, whether it be for Thanksgiving or Christmas? And I've been watching some Christmas movies, and everybody has these Christmas traditions that they love. And I just wanted to know, would you guys tell me some Christmas traditions that you like? I want to jot some of these down because I don't know. Making homemade items. Okay. So crocheting basically. How about I write down making Christmas cookies? Making cookies. Wanda, hi. I haven't seen you in forever and a day. Yeah. Those are nice projects to work on. Yep. Fudge. Oh, yes. Um, did you ever go caroling, David? Or are you saying you just like within the church, like coming up with the music in the church? I'm gonna write. Here to me, seems like there's such a drastic difference between Christmas carols and just holiday music. Because I mean, you put on holiday music and it comes up with jingle bells and all the, I would say, secular. So Christmas carols to me is more of a Christian heritage, Christian thing. Getting together, having holiday, oh, watching movies, yes. Um, caroling and music. Um, watching movies. Let's see, what else do I say? D says getting together with family. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Eeks. See? Me and my recliner, my knees getting in the way. Oh, David, do you have a blog? I would love reading about the differences. All sorts of Christmas goodies. Um, Hi, Kitty. Hi, Coco. Mama Geek in the house. Um, oh, that's so cute. Deborah says she and her daughter go shopping for the dog. He's a stocking full of toys and helps them open them. Oh, that's sweet. Let's see here. Going to candlelight service. Oh, yeah, right? Candlelight service. Thank you, David. Okay, David posted his um, link to his blog. That is, he talks about the difference between between the music, the carols, I guess anthems, holiday music, all that kind of stuff, all the differences. That is would be so cool to read. Um, what about, does anybody like when you watch Christmas movies? Um, do you or yeah, when you watch Christmas movies, do you ever get like ideas like, oh man, that's such a great thing to do. I need to do that. Or, I'm just trying to broaden our vision of what different things are. Candlelight Christmas Eve service. I know. Oh, yeah. Let's pray that that doesn't happen. Yeah. Yeah. I heard that there's some um, places now, even in California, who are mixing services inside again. Okay. See, I'm thinking, okay, like ice skating. Hey, Chris, I haven't seen you in a little bit either. I hope you're doing good. Have y'all ever gone ice skating? Y'all live in a place where you would go ice skating? Chris might up there in Canada. Thank you, Ola Joe, Miss Andrea. Appreciate that. Little thummies. Oh, Chris. Okay, well, that's no problem. Nothing frozen. Oh, yeah. See, I was when I was living in Germany as a child. We That's something we would do all winter long. But Dad would make sure he took us ice skating at least once a season when we were there. I know that has special memories. I mean, I think at the time, especially when you're a teenager, we're gonna go ice skating with the family. It's like, what? What? No. It's lame. Sylvia, hi, honey. Good afternoon, my friend Petra. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day and bless you all. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. I don't know, Andrea, what happened to your message. It just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened. It says it was deleted by the Google moderator team. So I don't know. And you were the only one typing, so maybe you accidentally hit a button. I don't know. But did it have something to do with a fire pit? I think you said something about a fire pit. That would be neat. Sitting around a fire pit, especially if it's warm enough to do that. Rink. Oh, rink. A fire rink or an ice skating rink? I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we're all talking about, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Christmas traditions, some of the things that um, you would like to do, or Christmas traditions that you've seen on in a movie or on television, or things that you've done in your past that you really enjoyed doing. Do you all make it a big event to set up the tree? Have you ever see in my family? I think pretty much my mom and dad set up the tree. Hi, Sandy, my dear. Love you, girl. Oh, hi, Veronica. Thank you so much. We're talking about some Christmas traditions. Hi, Amy. Oh, I'm so glad to see you here. Oh, Coco says my kids have their own small tree. So you can have your Martha Stewart big one. I love it. I love it. Yes. Hi, Judy. Everybody's saying howdy. Yeah, I mentioned in one of I can't remember where it was, but I mentioned that I have a lot of I could set up several. Well, I could have in the past set up a lot of trees. Not anymore though. We've downsized. But yeah, I had a small tabletop tree that I let the kids decorate. Now I've had my Christmas tree up all year long. It's been sitting over on a shelf. Yeah, I've got some more questions after we discuss some. What about let's see here. Um, do you all ever have a craft fair or like a winter fest where you're going and seeing all the different crafts that people make? I know, Coco, it is always sad to put all those decorations away. I know. I put it off as long as I can. Oh, excuse me. We okay, Sandy. Heritage is Norwegian Christmas Eve. We open the presents, but only after eating oyster stew, which my brother and I ate it. Oh wow. We choked it down with a billion crackers to get the gifts. I get it. Yeah. Oh yeah. But okay, Sandy, have you eaten it since? So is it something that you acquired a taste for as an adult? You get buyers, also artisan goods, garage. I know. That is so sad. People just do not appreciate stuff like that anymore. A Christmas bazaar. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, but I think there's some places, pockets, I should say, where they you can get away with getting good, um, a decent price for your items. Um, Hi, Dana. And did I see that Reggie was here? Mini pizzas and English muffins. That sounds good. Oh, Black, you don't like it. Okay. I was reading Reggie. Uh, Dana, I am doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good. We had, oh, excuse me, my brother-in-law stopped in with his son-in-law for a little bit, and this morning, so Mr. Happy and I were like trying to clean the house. So now we've got a clean house. Ursula, hi. When we were kids, my parents would allow us to open one gift on Christmas Eve before a late night church service, and we'd open up the rest on Christmas morning. Oh, nice. Yes. You know, European. I grew up German, and Germans celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. And so, what mom and dad would normally do, and it was, oh gosh, I wish I could bring back the tradition of it, but um, we would have lunch or like a larger dinner hour. Okay. That's how we did it. And then we would split up, and mom and dad would stay up. Well, they would tell us that we were all going to be taking naps. Excuse me. And then while we were all taking naps, somehow the stockings were filled and all of the presents were underneath the tree. And come to find out, obviously mom and dad did not take a nap, that it was just me and my brother that were taking naps. And I know that's so much fun, isn't it, Coco? Um, so mom, um, when we would get up, we would have coffee, our German coffee time, and um, but then my brother and I saw all the presents, and after we had coffee, mom and dad would let us. Hey, Genevieve. Hi, Annie. Genevieve. excuse me, mom and dad would let us open our or get what's out of our stockings. Usually, oh, excuse me, it was like something like either fruit or like an apple or an orange and some nuts. And it might have had like a little something, a small toy. It might have had like a new pair of mittens or a new pair of socks. Um, but then we could not open up any of the presents. It was a tease. Then we would go to Christmas Eve service, and when we got home, we would sit around the tree, and mom and dad would open up. Cynthia, hi. Oh, I know. This wind has been crazy all day. Um, but then um, we would sit around the tree, and dad would read the Christmas story, and then we would sing some Christmas carols, some Christmas songs. Some of them were in German that we knew growing up, and then we would open up our presents. It was so neat. Hi, Jenny. How are you today? David says, for many years I went with my ex to his family for Christmas Day. His mother had been a German immigrant, yes, and his dad was part Italian. And I know Italians do celebrate. Um, they do celebrate on Christmas Eve, both of them, don't they? I think, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Cynthia. Sandy says, hey, Cynthia. Kathy, hi, honey. Mimi Cat do. Kathy, I just love watching you. I just love looking at your thumbnails all the time. Your hair is so beautiful. I love your hair. Well, hey, Joe. Oh, great to see you here. Thank you, Jenny. Everybody's saying hello, hello. Well, I mean, take advantage of it, right? Take advantage of those filters. I have not seen Dana around. Is she okay? I have not seen her probably in over a week. You can't comment because you're crocheting. That's fine. Okay, so today's today's question, or as you can see from the title, we're talking about stretching, and I'm not talking about calisthenics. I'm not, as I would never ever do that to you guys ever. Why would I talk to you about calisthenics if I'm not going to do them? Um, okay, I will check it out. I will check it out, Joe. So I am wanting to stretch in 2021. I want to kind of stretch my wings, and I want to try to do some things that will stretch me as both a creator, a YouTuber, a crocheter, um, yarny person, and then I also want to stretch myself as a individual. And so I thought maybe we'd talk about some ways we can do that. Um, and I want ideas because I really want to jot them down because I'm trying to get as many of my Christmas items done this month. So thank you, Sandy. Don't forget the thummies. Um, I want to try to get as many of the crochet projects done for Christmas presents this month so that next month I can concentrate. And I usually have a lot of stuff put together for it, all the ideas, and then between Christmas and New Year's, I have that 1 week, and that's when I kind of try to plan out the following year, so to be 2021. So I kind of have a broad idea, I kind of like lay out a large calendar on different pages of a notebook or however I do it, and try to figure out what I want to do when, what months would be appropriate for certain things. Um, Hi, Terry. How are you? Hope you're okay today. So tell me, what are some things that would stretch you as either a crocheter, a knitter, a yarn connoisseur, however you want to put it? What are some things that you would like to try in the future? And while you're thinking of that, let's see here. Sylvia says, for someone who can help me do an easy Christmas blanket with the colors red, white, and green, and white, and maybe a little gold, so somebody can help me. Um, is that something that you are wanting somebody to help you with right now, Sylvia? Or like for this Christmas? Well, you know what, Sandy? We will muddle through together. We will muddle through together. Who knows? Maybe some of my organization skills can rub off on you. Who knows? Okay, Sandy says mosaic crochet, Tunisian crochet, writing a pattern, items themed for every major holiday. Oh, those are amazing. I like those. I'm stealing them. Okay, so I do have Tunisian on my list, but writing a pattern is that's good. And themed crochet. All right. I like those. I have knitting. I want to learn. I mean, I know how to knit. Um, I know how to knit. I'm not very good at it, but one of the things I'm determined to do this year, or next year rather, is to knit a hat. I want to try. Okay, so if anybody is able to help Sylvia, Sylvia she's visually impaired and she needs help trying to do a Christmas blanket. So if there's anybody that might be able to help Miss Sylvia, please shout it out. Yeah, I want to try. That's the Ross hat. That's what everybody keeps saying is so simple to do, and that is what I would really like to do as well. I have heard it's a very easy beginner hat, and I have my DPNs already. I don't know if they're the right size. I do have DPNs though. Okay. Coco says, I love to help, but I have 4 Afghans to make myself. Yeah. Sylvia, tell us, maybe it would help if you let us know what kind of help you need. If you need somebody to like get on Zoom so you can, um, or if they can see what you're working on and help you, uh, figure out which color is what, or if you need somebody to email you or call you on the telephone, or what kind of help would you like? Maybe that would help. Maybe that would help. Well, hello, Woods family. That's I should know the name. What is the name? Your name? Woods Family Homestead. I know you go to Ginger's live in the mornings, and I can't remember what your name is. I'm still waiting for some good ideas. David, that's right. Okay, so now we got two Davids. Gotcha. All right. David, we're talking about stretching our yarn brains, and like, what are some things that would stretch you, like in the future? Like, what things would you like to do that you haven't tried that you would really like to try? That's what we're talking about here. Boy, everybody got quiet all of a sudden. Or maybe my chat froze up. Excuse me. Okay. I'm looking for a tutorial I can listen to and follow along for a Christmas blanket. Okay. Does anyone have a tutorial out for a Christmas blanket? Good question. That's a really good question. So, everybody, if you happen to know anybody who has a Christmas blanket, I know that the crochet crowd, Mikey with the crochet crowd has one. I'm not sure how difficult it is, but I will try to. Let's see here. I need to make some moderators. I don't have enough moderators here that maybe can pull that up. I'm working and lurking. Okay. Deborah says, I really want to make a sweater and be comfortable to make more. Yes, making a wearable. Um, Deborah, are you I got a surprise for everybody. Tomorrow I'm gonna have my first tutorial out. Yay! It's the first part of my first tutorial. Hi Christy, how are you? Oh, that's a good one, Maribel. Okay, Maribel, can I make you a mod so that you can see if maybe you can find that link and put it up? I would really appreciate that. Kathy, can I make you a mod as well? And maybe you guys can put up some links for Sylvia. Um, so uh, if somebody can find one for Creative Grandma, and then another one for um, Mikey at the Crochet Crowd. I know I saw a Christmas blanket that he did. Yes, and I tell you what, now Deborah, it's going to be an open front cardigan, but if you can follow along. It is a wearable. It might not be a closed, like a pullover sweater. Yeah, Jada Stitches has one. Judy, can I make you a mod, hun? I'm going to make you a mod so you can, if you don't mind pulling that up and adding it, okay? Post the link. Got a hook somewhere, and I don't know where I got it. Oh, good, Deborah. Yay. Oh, Deborah, you're going to be excited about this one. Yes. Yes, you are. Yeah, because it uses, well, I use 3-weight yarn. Okay, 333 in India. Is it Akash? Okay, so Sylvia, Crochet Every Day with Judy just put up a link for Jada in Stitches. Okay, she has a Christmas blanket. Hi, Karen. Hi, sweetie. We're talking about stretching our crochet and knitting and uh, um, all of the yarny things. Yay, Deborah! Yay, yay, yay! Yes, I'm getting excited. I'm getting very excited. So tell me some more things. Come on, guys. I've got some good ones here. What is a UFO you've got sitting in a dark corner collecting dust that you know you can finish and that you should finish because it's a good project? How about that? A UFO. Is there a UFO you've got that just pick out one. Just pick out one UFO and tell me what it is. I will tell you, I've got hi Leanne. Oh, it is morning for you. That's right. What is it, about 7 or 8? Oh, happy place chatters. I love it. It's wonderful to see you, Leanne. Okay, and Maribel posted a link to Creative Grandma's tutorial for her Christmas blanket. Okay, so Deborah, you have a sweater. Okay, good, good, good. Um, thank you, everybody. I love you and thank you for helping me. You are truly my family. Ask for help and I'll come through. Yes, you will. Okay, and Christy from Christy Creations posted another link for Creative Grandma. Um, I'm getting better with those time changes, Leanne. I really am. I'm trying. Cooking, David. Okay, David, keep cooking. What you cooking up? Okay, so Terry has an orange rectangle that was going to be a pullover sweater. It's now a UFO. Can you still turn it into a sweater, Terry? And is it something you really think you should do? That's good. So I have a entrelac um, something that I had to quit the entrelac because it was really starting, and I found that doing Tunisian, especially when it's really tight, I cannot do entrelac for too long without hurting my hand and my arm, my forearm. So I have to like put it aside. But I put mine aside for like 5 years now, and I don't think it was meant to be put aside for 5 years. I do need to pick it up. I do remember I'm using 4-weight yarn in both gray and black, and that's the only thing I need. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hello. Um, Cynthia says ripple or granny square or star afghan in Christmas colors would be beautiful. Yes, that's true, Cynthia. That's really true. And um, uh, Sylvia, if you want to just do like, if you're able to do like a hexagon or a big square, a granny square type blanket, you can do a granny stitch and just alternate the colors, and do um, if you wanted to do the white red green gold, white red green gold, on and on, you might do that. um, I'm going to try and follow. your tutorial for that sweater. I have never made a wearable and I've always been afraid to do. Thank you for that. I'll follow you. Oh, that's very good. Great, great, Sylvia. And Deborah, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to try to make this particular tutorial, this series of tutorials, so easy. I'm not making everybody feel dumb. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm going to make it so that you will feel, at the end of this tutorial, you will feel so totally confident to be able to make a sweater. So totally confident you will be able to do it. Okay, so Judy, I used a favorite rectangle shawl pattern and expanded it to a blanket using Christmas colored yarns. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, I am going to do this. So Lori, hi girl. If anybody wants to make a cardigan, wants to learn how to make a cardigan, I put my first of my tutorials up and Mr. Happy is helping me to get the next two up. I'm hoping to schedule them for Wednesday and Friday to give me another week to get a couple more videos. I'm doing them in small increments. It's not going to be like an hour long. It'll only be like, well, Tracy, hi, girl. You are up late. You are up late. Well, so is Genevieve. So she's up late too. Oh, I'm so glad to see you here. Oh, I feel so honored. I feel so honored. Crochet Rocks is in the house. Okay, so we're still talking about stretching our, our skills. I just a little bit before I came on, I actually um, found a pattern by Bag a Day, and I am making a cabled scarf. She made it so easy to understand. And so now that she explained how to do the cable scarf, I feel like I want to stretch my mind, stretch my capabilities, and I would really like to try Bonnie Barker's. Linnea the Crafting Trooper is doing it, by the way. It's a shawl, it's a poncho, and it's all this beautiful cable work, and it has these interesting closures on the front to hold it together. It's just so beautiful, and I'm determined. I want to make a beautiful cabled garment. Hi, Star. How are you? Okay. Yes. David, that is a go-to. That is definitely a go-to. A pound of ground beef, a can of Rotel diced up, tomatoes and chilies, 1.5 cups egg noodles, and Velveeta cheese. Put it in a crock pot, right? Oh, wow. That would be so good. Oh, okay. You're very welcome, Sylvia, for the help. Um, okay. So another UFO I had started years ago was a bag. And I think I even showed it one time, long time ago. Yes, Genevieve, I really, really, more than knitting, more than mosaic, I want to learn how to do. And then I think once I learn the actual rhythm to the cables with a larger yarn, right now I'm using a 5 weight. Wouldn't that be really interesting to see maybe a 3 weight in cables or even a 2 weight? Oh, that would be so neat. Oh yeah, cast iron skillet. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Mm-mm-mm. But I had a bag, and I still have yet to finish the bag. All I have to do is put the straps on. And I think I have one more pocket to sew on. But I think the reason why I haven't finished it yet is because I I want to put in some stability in the actual. I've got this loose hair, and it must be one of the gray ones because I can't see it. um, but uh, I've got some canvas, some plastic canvas, and what I'd really like to do is just somehow cut it to fit, and then just get some yarn and make little blocks along it and do the edges, and that's going to take time, right? But it would be an easy fix. Um, but doing that and then just kind of sitting it into the bag to give it like side walls, because I know a lot of people just do a bottom, but to me, it's like the top is still floppy. I like a little bit more structure to my bags. And so if I can find the have enough plastic canvas to make it stable, and then um, somehow attach it to the actual bag, I think that would be neat. And then I could use it as a project bag. I think, and it would be a good size project bag, you know. Okay. Did you just do that with one of yours, Tracy? I didn't see that. With your scraps of yarn, you make crochet angel lollipops. Do they have the round head? I'm trying. I know I've seen them because I've actually done one. I want to make a two-dimensional angel at some point. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Karen, you have to make a winter bag. Okay, you're talking about like a handbag that you want to make, or like a tote bag to carry around with you. Oh, you didn't do a tutorial, but it's simple enough to think it through. Just cut the plastic canvas to fit, right? I mean, that's to me, that's. And I remember, who did I watch? I watched somebody. I can't remember if it was Crystal from Bag a Day. I think it might have been her. She made a bag, and what she did was the bottom of the bag, she made two pieces. She crocheted two pieces for the bottom, and then she just took a piece of plastic canvas, cut, and just put it in, and then seamed it up, and then worked it up. So just the bottom has that hard plastic canvas. Lori, hi girl. Well, we got 15 more minutes. You're good. You're good. Okay. All right. Thank you for dropping in, Tracy. I appreciate it. You go ahead and get ready for yours. Okay, Karen says a handbag. Have one made for summer and put a hard bottom, but I plan to have something for the sides. Oh, okay, gotcha. Pager right now. Sylvia says right now I'm making a JFF. The Just Filled Festive is in the color raspberry swirl and sweet roll, coming out beautiful. Oh, that sounds delightful. You will definitely have to take a picture when you're done and post it on my YouTube group page, okay? I would love to see that. Everybody's still saying howdy, howdy. Okay, so another one that I want to do is crochet a pair of socks. Has anybody else crocheted a pair of socks? Don't even talk to me about knitting a pair of socks, Dee. I'm not going to knit a pair of socks right now. So, Lori, we're talking about stretching our minds and doing uh, items or making items or doing something yarny. Um, uh, stretching our minds. What are some of the things that you'd like to do? So, crocheting socks is one of my things. Um, well, there's so many tutorials out there, Dee. I'm sure you could find something. Whew, excuse me. All right, Lori, get your list together, girl. We'll have to keep each other accountable. Not your idea of fun. Well, that's the thing, Tammy, is that, it's no fun making something unless you got somebody that would love to have them. That makes it worth doing, right? And see, I love wearing slippers around the house. Happy Mama loves wearing slippers around the house, but she has to make them because the store bought ones don't do well on her feet. Oh, Diane, great. You're collecting patterns. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's time to use them, dear. Yeah, Lori, I've got cables on my list. I want to, okay, here's some of the things I want to do. Um, okay, David says cables are easy. Well, they're easy if you understand the mechanics of how they're supposed to be done. Because I watched a tutorial with somebody doing cables, and she was like way more advanced, and I was getting so confused. I could not do it. So, number one, make a Tunisian project. Okay. Other than, you know, a pot holder or a washcloth. I made a Tunisian lap throw, but it is at an angle. And I don't know if it's something that I did wrong, if I've got to block it somehow, if it would stay. Um, but I want to make something Tunisian. Um, whether it's a I oh Courtney from Fiberfox Studio. Um, what have you done, Lori? You've done that. Um, Courtney from Fiberfox Studios has a tutorial for an asymmetrical Tunisian shawl, and I think I'd like to do that as a like I've done Tunisian, but I'd like to do like a project that has one thing. And then I'd like to learn different Tunisian stitches. See, here's the thing, you guys. I have a Tunisian book, like a stitch guide or whatever. But it has these little symbols and it says, this is for knit stitch. This is a simple crochet. This is a simple Tunisian. This is a whatever. And but they never actually show you how to do it. Just the stitch pattern and then the return row. I'm like, you got to know how to do each stitch. Well, David, you need to get yourself one. You know what? This might be a perfect time just to start, just get a tabletop tree, a small one, just get a small one and crochet a couple ornaments for it. Wouldn't that be interesting? I mean, that would give you maybe do an ornament once a week. You'd still have six ornaments, well, maybe five ornaments, um, on your tree. And if you tell somebody, maybe somebody would send you ornaments for your tree. Okay, Lori, I have a cable cowl with cables from Bag of Day in my watch list. Oh, yes. Yes, that's great. Great to know. Yes. And that's the other thing. Right now, I have put everything personal that I was making for myself or something that I was just trying or a crochet along or something like that. I put everything to the side. In fact, I put it in my crochet corner and everything is on hold personal. Everything that I've got next to me now in my whip bags, everything is just Christmas gifts. Okay, Coco, you're Ursula, right? I think I said that right. Sylvia, I would love to make a pair of socks or slippers. I have never done that, and being virtually challenged, I don't think I'll be able to do that unless have very good tutorial. There are some out there. There are some out there. Um, Bonnie Barker was my Guru Cables teacher. Leanne, I I know she's great. I've got one of her books in my wish list for Amazon. I want to learn to do more. I am a visual learner, but I learn more by reading and trying it myself. Um, trying. Karen, yes, learn Tunisian. It's great. Oh, Sylvia, David said that Little John's Yarns has some good slipper tutorials and patterns. So, other things that I'm going to be working on in 2021 is I'm going to go through my magazines and my books, and I'm going to find one wearable, just one wearable that I'm going to make. I'm going to make something from a pattern that I have. Um, Tutorial for slippers with burnout blanket. Oh, those would be so soft. So another one that I'm going to do is make a scrap. I'm going to try to get rid of as many scraps as I possibly can. And do you guys remember I stacked up my yarns? Well, I completely redid it. I completely redid it because I took all the 4, 5, and 6 weight yarns out except for the scrap yarns. There's a whole thing of just scrap yarns. I didn't do that, but I took all of those out and put them on the shelf, and all of my 1, 2, and 3 yarn that is not specialty yarn, I put up, and I have so much yarn to go through, but I left my stash busting one out because I think winter time would be the best time to sit down and make stash busting blankets. I bought some white yarn, and I'm not a granny square person. I do not do granny squares. I do not like them. Sam, I am. No, no, no. I know I'm in the minority. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But no granny squares for me. The closest granny squares I do is a mile a minute. The mile a minute blankets with the granny stitch in a V, and then I granny stitch it to you know, granny as I go. um, Lori says, I finished crocheting all the items for one niece this weekend. Just need to wash it. Wash finished item for one nephew. I have 3 more crochet gifts, at least maybe 4. That's all, Lori? Oh my goodness. Not me. Not me. I can't even count. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. seven, eight, at least eight gifts right here that I've started working on. And I've got more that I have to do that are just not here. Oh, can I get a mod have eyeballs for me, please? Um, so one of the things I have planned for next year, though, and I say this, thank you so much, appreciate it, Maribel. Um, I I keep saying this every year, and I keep putting it off, and I'm just gonna have to set my sights on it and do it. And if I have it planned, I generally do it. But I want to start doing my Christmas gifts earlier. I mean, I I used to be the kind of person, I'm not kidding you, when I didn't crochet, I would after Christmas go shop all the after Christmas sales. I would get everything that I could that I thought somebody would need, and I'd get them at a fraction of the cost. I'd get mittens and hats and gloves and scarves and those big furry slipper socks, and then I'd get blankets, those gift blankets that, I mean, they were like 25% of the original cost. And yeah, that's what I want to try to do, Lori. And if I did that, I would have a really good start on it. I know I would have a good start on it. Um, but I would have like a huge bin or tote, whatever you want to call it. Hi, Jen. I would have a huge tote, and I would just put everything in it. I mean, it was full a week after Christmas, because they would have like even those gift sets, like, and that would never go bad. I'm not talking about food, but I'm talking about stuff like, oh, those back massagers and the, stuff like that. I would go get all those for like 25% of the original cost, sometimes even less than that. And then I would have all of my gifts done. The only problem is I would forget that I bought certain stuff for certain people, and I would still keep buying. But I know I had a lot of stuff already, and even nice, really nice stuff they would do on clearance after Christmas. They would do these after Christmas sales, like even like crystal pieces, like these beautiful bowls, or um, oh, and then another great thing would be if you wait until like a week after Christmas, then you could a lot of people would go, they'd be returning their things, right? And then they would have to put them on clearance or something because they couldn't put them back out on the shelves. They put it in the clearance section. You go pick them up for a steal, right? So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do that. But yeah, I want to finish a UFO. I want to crochet a pair of socks. Anything else that I need to, because I really wanted to talk about personal self-development kind of things. Guys, I don't know if you know how important it is, but it's really important not to forget about yourself during all this. This is, the year is busy enough as it is, and we're putting a lot of pressure on ourselves to get a lot of stuff done for Christmas. Some of us more pressure than others. Um, all right, Tammy, be safe too, honey. Thank you for joining us. But we need to take care of ourselves. And my number one thing, um, yeah, we'll always find things because we just love doing it, right, Lori? Um, so One thing that I want to do for myself for sure this year is read at least one nonfiction book. I miss reading so much. And the thing is that I like reading at night before I go to bed. But if I'm in the middle of a crochet project, I like to work on it right before I go to bed. You reading is not, and I don't do audiobooks. I trade on an audiobook. Um, so yeah, I want to read. I want to start reading more often. You know, don't crochet. Yeah, right. Like that's going to happen. But even in the evenings, maybe not crochet in the evenings and read instead. No, I can't do it. I can't. I tried an audio book while driving one time and I just about fell asleep. And it was just, I mean, and it was a story that I mean, yeah, it was a story. I'd seen the movie a couple times, but I just couldn't get into it. It just wasn't, it wasn't for me. I just didn't get it. Okay. Um, let's see here. Star says, between projects and the scraps, I made hats for donation. I can experiment with stitches and be helpful at the same time. Yeah, good idea, Star. Good idea. Uh, Sylvia says, how about the stage or the pattern called knocking? I think it's spelled K-N-U-C-K-I-N-G. I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that. Viviana, hi. I know, Lori. I really do need to make time for writing too. I know. Every day. I tell you what, it's like I'm one of those people who can come up with all of these great ideas for a great story, and I just can't get it to paper. I mean, it's all right here. I just can't write it down. All my old craft supplies. Oh, yes, Lori. Yes. Oh, you know what? That Nordic and Bloom, I have heard there are some people who are actually able to figure that out with Tunisian. So you might, I try a YouTube search for that, Lori. See if you can find anybody who has done that. But I think you can. I think you can do Tunisian using the Bloom, and you don't have to learn how to knit. But I like knitting. But I tell you what, um, this is an interesting concept about knitting that I wasn't sure. I'd never done it before. And Lori, no, I think you can do both in the same year. um, but it's if you have a knit project that's done just with the knit stitch, is that the one that just has the little V's? I think that's what it is. And all of it is like rows of the V's. You can actually embroider over top of it and you could give it a pattern. You could like make a pattern with it. I can't remember how um I don't remember how you do it, but it sounded interesting anyway. You already have knitting needles. Well, yeah, you got to justify it, right? You got to justify having them. You can embroider or cross stitch over single crochet as well. Yes, that's true, Star. That is very true. Um, oh, Karen, that's great. You know what? I need to be more grateful for the time I have. I think about all the time people say, oh, I did this and I did that. I want to do it all. But at the same time, I need to be grateful that I have a job, especially now. You know? Yeah, we were talking about it today. with my brother-in-law, and no telling what's going to happen here in the next several months. I might not have a job. Who knows? And so I just have to plan my time more wisely and put priorities on things that need to have priority, right? Um, but dropped out when the price went to $5 over the cost of. Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy. How some people will pay the prices, won't they? Okay, guys, I am getting hungry, and Mr. Happy is already ready to go get something to eat. So I think I better get off so I can get something to eat. We're gonna go get some fish, although nothing can compare, guys. Nothing can compare to where we went a couple weeks ago, top of the river. Ooh, that, oh yeah, that was amazing. Anybody else have last minute things they want to share? Okay, Lori, enjoy your dinner. Star, I will. Thank you. You take care as well. Bye, Jen. Okay, guys, you have a good one, and we'll see you around. And don't forget, my tutorial's coming out tomorrow. Bye.